Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Yasas, I'm Ana Sevo and welcome back to another season of Meraki TV. Thank you all so much for all of your support and love, and know that it's only because of you guys that we're here tonight. First up, I'm very excited to announce our major sponsor for this season, George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. We have a big show to kick off the season, starting with funny man George Kapiniaris talking Mimo and helping Greece. We're also getting you all into the Easter mood with Helen, who has a nifty egg dyeing idea. And we also find out why we dye and crack eggs at Easter. DJ Krazy Kon is in the house with the music news. We pop into Gliko's My Big Fat Greek Wedding screening. Stavroula brings the glam with the Glitz and Goss. And there's a cool Greek National Anthem, Did You Know? But to kick things off, it's pretty rare to find a Greek anywhere on this planet that hasn't seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding numerous times. So the sequel was a highly anticipated affair. The red carpet premiere was an absolute blast. Meraki TV was there to have a quick chat to Nia Vardalos and many of the stars who turned up.
Family's always in my business.
Keep your eyeballs open for a nice Greek boy, so one day you can make babies.
They follow me everywhere. I need some air.
Your mom felt the same way about being Greek.
Florida, Texas, New York. These are the colleges I'm applying to. Why do you want to leave me?
Payback.
But there's always
The priest never signed a wedding license.
a few surprises.
We're not married? I'm a hippie.
They're all as lovely and as crazy and as Greek as they were in the first one. And there were a few surprises along the way, and I tell you what, I feel like going right out to a Greek restaurant, having a great big Greek meal, and then doing some Greek dancing. That's the way I feel. I feel really on a high.
That's like Here Come the Habibs. It's Here Come the Greeks, you know what I mean?
I thought they were going to go for the daughter. I love the fact that they went for the mum and dad.
Yeah, it was great. A great twist on it. And wouldn't we all love to see our own mums and dads get married again?
You know what? That's a great idea. Maybe we should start that
Start a
campaign.
movement. Yeah.
I mean, I won't say unexpected depths, but it was a little bit of a surprise how gently and sort of deeply it probed human relationships.
Hope you applied to some local colleges too.
Why do parents always say dream big when they really mean not too big?
What did you think of the film?
Hang on for a second. Oh, I've got to go. No, it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I actually wasn't expected to be as good as I thought, but it was really, really good. Loved it. Great funny bits in it too.
I absolutely loved the film. It's really heartwarming, cross-generational family film. I loved it.
Mum and daughter on a date night coming to see My Big Fat Greek Wedding too.
Yes.
Did you guys enjoy it?
I thought it was fantastic.
Really
I would even think it was better than the first one.
Wow, big words.
I think the first one always has that, it's the first one. But this one was, I think it was funny with the parents. I really liked that twist to it.
Now, my family has come together.
Who says a woman has to be married?
You, all our lives.
All right, you know what? There's something that I would like to say to the Alinas, because this is going to be a different kind of film. The first film played in theaters for a year, but this is the landscape is different. So I'm asking Greece, can you please go on the opening weekend? Please, will you go? And then will you send me a picture of yourselves? Because I would love to post it on social media.
We're going to take Instagram photos and we're posting, Nia, the opening weekend. Done. Every Greek in Australia is there for you, Nia.
Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ, σας αγαπάω. Γεια σας.
Hey guys, this is DJ Krazy Kon for the music news, and it's great to be back for another season of Meraki TV. What have you been doing? I'll tell you what's been happening in the winter of Greece. The Bouzoukia have been going off with some of the best shows around. Karamela has been featuring the one and only Lefteris Padazis with Knockout and Panos Kalidis. Kiamos has been performing with Kings and Angeliki Iliadi at Club 22. And my guys Vegas have been performing with the one and only Verti at Kendron Athinon. 3 awesome shows over winter in Greece. Now, speaking of Greek singers, there's a lot that are touring the world. 2 of my favorite right now are killing it in North America. In May, Yorgos Tsalikis will be performing shows all over America and Canada. And right now, a very good friend of mine, Elias Vretos, is performing in Toronto, Montreal, New York at the Greek Independence Festival. And he also will be performing in Los Angeles and Chicago. Elias Vretos and Tsaliki taking over the world. Now in late February, everyone saw the tragic news of Pantelis Pantelidis that passed away. Too early for everyone. It was very sad, unfortunately, but his music will always live on now and remembered by all. What a great artist he was. Now, of course, Pantelidis was supposed to be touring with Remos across Australia and America in May. Due to circumstances, Remos will be coming, and he'll be coming with a hot new lineup, including Furera, Martakis, and Aslanidou. Shows in Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, and Brisbane. And speaking of more concerts here abroad, very good friend of mine, my man Master Tempo, will be coming out in May. More details to that show coming very soon. In music news, brand new CD. I'm very excited about my new album, Grease 2016 Volume 17. Features 20 new tracks, an awesome mix. It's out now at all good music stores, iTunes worldwide, and of course online at crazymusic.com.au. Go grab the new album, enjoy. It's been a busy start to the year with events at Cruise Bar. I got a chance to go to Los Angeles and play at a festival over there. We had our own Greek festival here in Sydney, and one of my favorite songs right now is by Knockout and Konstantinos Nazis. It's called Όταν πονάω το γλεντάω. Check it out.
Με φωνάζουνε πλέον αλήτη. Ξημερώνει και δεν έχω σπίτι. Στο ποτό μου εσύ για μια στιγμή γυρνάω και έχεις χαθεί. Με φωνάζουνε πλέον αλήτη. Ξημερώνει και δεν έχω σπίτι. Δεν σε ξεχνάω για πάντα θα ξενυχτάω. Όταν πονάω το γλεντάω.
That's it from me, Krazy Kon, with the music news on Meraki TV. I'll see you guys next week.
It's time for an income breakthrough. To free yourself from working for money, have your money work for you. George Focus of Focus Beyond will show you step by step how to generate income from the share market, irrespective of if it goes up or down. Access resources that do the hard work for you and devote no more than 60 minutes a month so you can enjoy financial freedom and time with family. To change your life forever, go to focusbeyond.com now.
DJ Krazy Kon presents Grease 2016, the 17th installment in his iconic Grease CD series. 20 tracks of Greece's biggest artists: Pantelidis, Kiamos, Vretos, Master Tempo, Salty, Dalidis, Vegas, Knockout, and many more. Plus a trademark super mix by superstar Greek-Australian DJ producer Krazy Kon. Get your hands on the hottest Greek CD this year, Grease 2016.
Did you know the National Anthem of Greece is said to be the longest national anthem in the world? The Greek anthem is based on the hymn to freedom, or Hymnos της Ελευθερίας, and was based on a large 158-verse poem. It was written in 1823 by Dionysios Solomos, a distinguished poet from the island of Zakynthos. Inspired by the Greek War of Independence, Solomos wrote the hymn to honour the struggle of Greeks for independence against centuries of Ottoman rule. The poem talks about the misery of the Greeks under the Ottomans and their hope for freedom.
George Kapiniaris is one who needs no introduction in Greek Australia. His stage show, Finding Mimo, for the Greek Festival of Sydney was a homage to his most favourite character. And when Maria Hohlastou sat down with him backstage, she also got the lowdown on a project of love that's happening this weekend.
You know, we sold that show all over the world, all 63 episodes. No, yes, 63 episodes, 5 series. You can get it in that box set. I'll sell it to you later and give you an autograph, don't worry. All over the world, to Johannesburg, to Zimbabwe, to Israel, to Jordan, Malta. It was the #1 hit in Malta. That's because the half of Malta lives in Australia. They all came out on one boat, 4 families. There's the Parties, Zamans, Fenix and the Faroujas. Greece didn't buy Acropolis now. They thought it was too Australian for them.
Okay, we're here with George Kapiniaris, the funniest Greek band in Sydney.
Thanks for saying that.
Tell us a little bit about the show that you're actually doing for raising money for Greece.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it, other than the obvious of raising money?
Well, was it a year ago or half a year ago, Greece was in a lot of trouble. Banks were shut, people didn't get money out, shops are closing, people are starving, politicians got up to no good, and it's like, all right, should we help? What can we do? What can we actually do? We've been able to do this because we're doing it during the comedy festival season, so there's a big comedy festival in Melbourne, there's a big one here, the Sydney Comedy Festival, and we've got these overseas acts from different countries. I can't say too much because they're doing their own shows.
So we're in for an incredible show.
So we're in for an incredible show. I know there's 6 big acts who have Greek heritage. There's one mate of mine that's also doing it, but that's a bit of a surprise as well. But big acts. One's a big act.
Motivational speaking now.
Yeah, I've done a bit of that. That was great.
So what age group are you speaking?
Well, it was here in Sydney. I did 3 of those, and I've done them before too, to schools and what have you. And that was to unemployed people. And I just got up and talked about how to get into the industry, which is like how to find work, and it's all about getting up and having a go.
So other than motivational speaking, you also MC for different events?
I do MC, I do a lot of functions. Because of Facebook and being on Facebook, people aren't afraid to get in touch with you. You know, all you can do is ask a question. I'm very happy to do it. It's getting a little bit busy for me next year. It's going to be a lot of projects. I'm writing a play with my friend Tony Nicolakopoulos. So, and that's not a comedy show, that's more a dramatic show. There'll be elements of comedy in it, but there's that, and I'm also going to do a tour with my friend Joe Vardy, the famous Italian comedian, Australian Italian comedian. A bunch of us are here, and even Rob, I think, might be in it. So, and yes, we're going to do more Finding Mimos, because Nia from the Sydney Festival, who's produced this show that we're doing tonight, said, let's do another one. You know, he's the man.
George, thank you so much. Looking forward to the show tonight.
Yeah, I hope you have fun. I hope it's a good show. We don't even know what's going to happen sometimes. It just happens. Would you like to hear the Greek theme to Acropolis now?
Hi guys, Greek Easter coming up, my favourite time of the year. Lamb, more lamb, lamb salad. Not just the lamb, it's about the eggs. Today I'm going to show you a technique that is flawless. No red dye, no cracks. This is going to make you look like a legend. This technique, all it requires is this little thing here. What is it? It's a silk scarf. Probably buried in your cupboard, you'll never wear it again, or maybe in your mum's or your ya's cupboard. Apart from the silk scarf, you're going to need some white cloth. White cloth is going to help you tie in that beautiful silk cloth, you're going to need some elastic bands. Of course, you're going to need some beautiful eggs and some vinegar. Place your scarf down, 1 egg, and start rolling your egg in the scarf. It's as simple as that. Nice and tight as you can get it. And then to seal it, we're going to put in our white cloth, bandage it all up again, nice and tight, gentle so that you don't break the egg, because the whole point of this is that you're not going to have any eggs broken at all. And you're going to get these beautiful patterns on your egg. Here's a couple of little tips for you guys. Make sure that your eggs are really, really clean. So wash them in a little bit of water and give them a bit of a wipe, because you don't want those little crackly bits on the end of it. And if you can get white eggs, it's like finding that nugget. The best place to find the white eggs is any organic market. Try it out. So there you go, guys. I've wrapped all my eggs. The next step is to fill this pot with water so that it's covering them, and add 3 tablespoons of vinegar, and we're going to pop them on a heat. Medium heat for 15 minutes, and then they're ready to go. All it took was 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes of boiling. They've cooled down now. We're going to shine them up, and they're ready to eat.
Iramia Home Care Services. It's so difficult asking for help. Take the stress out and enjoy precious time, because there's no place like home. iramia.com.au. digitalpress.com.au. Whether it's business or personal, your printing needs to be quick, easy, innovative, and of the highest quality. Mention Meraki TV for 20% off your first order. digitalpress.com.au. isijewelry.com. Evil Eye Jewellery and unique fun pieces. Use the exclusive Meraki TV 20 discount code until June 30 for 20% off. isijewelry.com. SC is you. Whether it's Melbourne, Darwin, Queensland, something exotic, or just perfect Greece, call Mega Travel 9824 2427. valetsalons.com.au. Enjoy the ultimate Hollywood hair and body experience right here in Kogarah with Valet. Mention Meraki TV for a $25 hair treatment free with any service. valetsalons.com.au. The Many Faces of Hellenic Culture, a fascinating read by author Billy Kotsis, who takes us to the Greek colonies of the Mediterranean, Black Sea, Asia Minor and the Middle East. Available from Amazon and anywhere good Greek books are sold. The dyeing of red eggs at Easter is pivotal to the Greek Orthodox celebration. We all have memories of massive bowls of red eggs growing up, and more importantly, tsungrising them on Easter Sunday. But have you ever stopped to wonder exactly why we do this? We'll wonder no more.
Why do Greek Orthodox Christians dye their eggs red for Easter? Mary Magdalene was more than just a follower of Christ. She's actually considered by our faith as an equal of the apostles. She was with Christ at the cross as he died. She was at his tomb where he was placed, and she was also the one who proclaimed Christ's resurrection to the apostles. But her most famous story goes as follows. At the time of Christ, the Roman emperor was one Tiberius Caesar. One night she'd been invited to dine with Caesar, and she was speaking about Christ's resurrection. Not surprisingly, Caesar scoffed at her, saying that a man could rise from the dead no more than the egg in her hand could turn red. Immediately, the egg did in fact turn red. It is in memory of this that we as Orthodox Christians dye eggs red at Easter time. Many of you will have grown up with the traditional cracking of the eggs on Easter Sunday. This is done as a symbol of the doors of Hades being shattered as Christ rises from the dead. Christos Anesti.
Hi
Hi, this is Stavroula with the Glitz and Goss. Forbes' 30th annual World Billionaires issue is out. 10 Greeks made it into the list. 2 of them are John Paul DeJoria with 2.9 billion, owner of John Paul Mitchell Hair Products. As a youth, John was a member of a street gang and was told by a teacher he would never succeed at anything in life. And Philip Niarchos with 2.5 billion. The eldest son of shipping magnate Stavros Niarchos, he has in his art collection some of the most valuable paintings in the world, including Pablo Picasso's self-portrait Yo. He's also suspected as being the anonymous buyer of Vincent van Gogh's self-portrait, which sold for 71.5 million. Only one Greek businessman made it into the Forbes richest people in Australia for 2016. Kon Makris is the richest Greek of Australia for yet another year, with over 800 million. Makris emigrated from Greece in the early 60s, settling in Adelaide. He built up a chain of chicken shops. Shopping centres soon followed. Now he's shifting his focus to the Gold Coast. The great lady of song, Marinella, and ultimate showman Takis Zacharatos performed to sell-out shows in Sydney and Melbourne. Marinella performed her hits to great acclaim, and Zacharatos, with his many impersonations, costumes and scathing satire, had everyone in stitches. Here are some highlights. Did you know the action fantasy blockbuster Gods of Egypt is directed by a local Greek, Alex Proyas? Born to Greek parents in Egypt, Proyas moved to Australia with his family when he was 3. An only child, he grew up in housing commission flats in Waterloo, Sydney. He shot his first film at 10 years old with a Super 8 camera given for his birthday. He started his career directing music videos for the likes of Crowded House, In Excess and Sting, then went on to directing films The Crow, Dark City, I, Robot, Knowing, and of course the epic Gods of Egypt, screening now. Jonathan Jackson, star of TV show Nashville, has released a new pop rock / Orthodox album, Vasilia ton Uranon. Jackson loves Orthodoxy so much that he and his family converted. A practicing Greek Orthodox, he makes a yearly pilgrimage to holy Mount Athos, Greece. The 16 songs in his album were selected with the help of the monastery monks. George Kapiniaris and some of the best Greek international stand-ups ever are gathering to put on the Greek mother of all comedy shows. It's all Greek to me. The Comedy Gala event is on this weekend, Friday at the Athenaeum Melbourne and Saturday at the Factory Theatre Sydney. Let's laugh our guts off and help raise funds to get Greece back on its feet. That's all for the Glitz and Goss. See you next week on Meraki TV.
Παιδιά, thank you so much για την παρέα σας tonight. It feels so good to be back. Remember to stay in touch with us during the week via social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and of course the website, www.meraki.tv. A big thank you to all our guests tonight and of course our sponsors, including our major, George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Tonight, I'm leaving you with some highlights of a special screening of My Big Fat Greek Wedding, hosted by the decadent Gliko. Until next week, παιδιά, φιλάκια from me, Ana Sevo.
I organised this because I wanted to try and bring a little bit more people together in the Greek community and just make it an exciting event, not just going to the movies, just something a little bit entertaining. A big thing about Greek weddings is that it's a lot about the food. So tonight we had beautiful lukumadas from Memeli, which are absolutely beautiful, so you guys need to try it out. Our biscuits from Gliko, and also inside each of the cinemas, everyone's lucky to have their little treat doggy bags while they're having the movie.
with my sister to watch my big fat Greek wedding and have a good time, and yeah, that's pretty much what we're here for.
Have you seen the first one?
Yes, plenty of times.
Really?
Yeah, like probably 10 times, I don't know.
What's your favourite line or scene from the movie?
Oh, it's the one where the papu is like, you know how Ian comes to the house? That's the favourite scene because it's like my dad. It's like,
tell me, did you see the first movie as well?
I did, plenty of times. We actually watched it tonight before we came here.
Oh, I love it, I love it. Favourite scene?
Scene has to be the same one where he comes home, asks the dad, can I please date your daughter? And he's like, no.
Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.